Hey everybody, it's Mel. I'm here with Jess. Oh, look at this. We've got some wine. First episode. Why not yell with Mel? So excited, guys. The glasses, we have to see this. Okay, let's give a little introduction, Jess. We know each other from a couple years back. These fancy glasses that you hand painted. Tell us a little about those.
So this was my first business. It's called Let It Be Pots and More. And I started off painting flower pots, and then it kind of transformed into anything and everything I could get my hands on. And I think we may have met because I painted you wine glasses for the Kentucky Derby and your bingo that you were doing.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's how we kind of met through the business side. I have a studio, which I'm unfortunately not going to be there anymore. I was in Mud Queen in Lingelstown. But my lease will be coming to an end, which is okay because I'm just transitioning. I found that I can work out of my home studio, and I've really been putting a lot of my time and effort into what we're going to be talking about tonight, which is the gym. So I kind of have put my Let It Be Pots and More a little bit to the back burner because my newer passion and project is kind of the gym.
Yeah, and you know what? That's okay, because a lot of the stuff that's going on with COVID and a lot of the things that we've been talking about with our businesses, I'm changing with my business and evolving. We're all pivoting and we're all doing stuff, little different things or going in different directions or putting things on the back burner, totally cool. But I definitely think we're here today to talk about level up, performance wellness and recovery. And I just think personally, the shutdown and everything that's going on with COVID has really affected a lot of people with their wellness and their health and their fitness. And I really wanted to reach out to millennials and see what are they doing, what they can be doing. And I saw an opportunity that you had reached out to me, obviously where you're at right now. What are those lights behind you?
I thought it would be really cool to give you a little sneak peek of our infrared sauna. So I am actually podcasting from our infrared sauna, and we will be talking about in more detail a little bit later. But if I do start to glisten, that is because it is actually on.
It's the wine.
Yeah, and we're actually on, and I'm actually cooking. But what's great about the sauna, which there's a lot of great things, is you can actually do work in here. Which is like
you can podcast. You can podcast in the sauna, guys.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of wonderful things, but one of those things is you can multitask. I've done Zoom meetings and stuff like that as well too. So
that's awesome.
I decided I'm gonna welcome you in a little bit, give you a little sneak peek, and you got to practice what you preach. So here I am. I'm getting my sauna in.
You're there, yeah, and I just think with everything reopening, obviously we still have a lot of restrictions, and some people are hesitant about the gyms. I know that was one of the first things to close, obviously for reasons because of it's hard to social distance at certain places, but now with things being open, it was one of the last things to be open. So a lot of people are hesitant, but we can't forget about our health and wellness. And I know that before the shutdown and all the stuff with COVID, you guys were focusing on being a boutique fitness center anyway. So not saying that it's not different. Obviously, it's very different, but you almost had this business plan and model and mentality that really kind of bodes well with how things are restricted right now. So I think we can, go into that for sure, just the differences, but we definitely can't forget about all this and because it affects your mental health too. And you had given us a tour. We had a great tour, and I just want to show everything off. So the first thing I thought, once we had gotten through our tour, you had showed us some really great things, was that you have these awesome compression sleeves, right? I've never seen these before in my entire life, but obviously people that had been working out at the gym. Here's Alex. He's runner. He was track star, high school, college. Obviously we have these? Tell us what they are, because I really didn't know.
So they're compression sleeves. They're boots. We use Rapid Reboot. And what they are is they are compression sleeves, and you put them on your legs, and you can do them for a workout, like a not a workout. You could do it before your workout as a warm up, or you can also do them after your workout. And what they do is they really compress your feet. They start at your feet, and it blows up with air. And then it goes to your calf and more towards your knee area, and then up towards your leg. And then it compresses it really tight, and then it releases. And what that does is it really helps with circulation. It helps pump your blood through your lymphatic system. So it helps you heal and recover faster. The people that what we think is unique about our gym is that not only do you have access to the gym when you're working out, but then you can come right after your workout and get on these sleeves, and it'll help you so you're not so sore after.
The recovery part, the recovery. Right? So this is important.
Right. And we want you to have that immediate access to it as well. So because we're small group for the fitness, then we know that we have enough compression then for when you're done. So it's not like you have to wait in line either. Like, we want you to have that immediate access. We want to keep it small and contained. My dad is also a basketball trainer for Next Level, and he trains out of Soccer Shots, and he has a professional basketball player that's leaving for Turkey, Steve Zach, and he actually will come meet me here and do the compression sleeves as a warm-up. Then he goes and does his basketball, and after the basketball, then he comes and does the sauna. He's really hitting that whole body wellness, and taking care of his body pre, during, and post-workout. And that's really what we want to offer here at Level Up, among other things. Definitely. But we do want you to have that experience of being able to take care of your body, because it's so, like we found out with COVID, it's been a lot of wake-up calls for a lot of people too, because they know how important it is to be living that healthy lifestyle. So the compressions, again, they're good for circulation, pushing stuff through your lymphatic system, and just helping you heal. Getting that lactic acid out of there as well. And I do want to say, it's not just for people who work out at the gym. Nurses, they're on their feet all day. We talk about our essential workers. They're busy. You're on your feet all day. You're working hard. Come in after a day of work and get that compression and get your legs feeling good so that you are ready to tackle the next day.
Right. Yeah. And so it's not just for people working out there or working out elsewhere. It could be for people that are just standing and.
Yes, absolutely.
Sure. That's great. Yeah. And so I know a little too personally, just because of the gyms, like we said, that they were the last to open. And I saw in the picture there, many of you could see that there was hand sanitizer that was next to the equipment. I think a lot of people are wondering too about safety and sanitizing. And in the tour that you showed us, there were weights that were separated out. And you said that those were being used, which means that they needed to be sanitized so nobody would use them. So you have a system that's going like that. But I had taken a picture too here, right outside the sauna. You guys have Clorox wipes, sanitizers everywhere. Obviously, when they walk in, sanitizer, they have their mask. And what's a little bit too about this, how you're sanitizing, just so that everyone knows you're doing, it's a priority to you guys as far as just keeping things sanitized too.
Right. So the first thing you do when you come in, you'll wear your mask in, because obviously we're a business and that's what we're supposed to be doing. We have to wear our masks in. We got to respect each other and respect others. So you wear your mask in. We take your temperature and you sanitize your hands first. And then we have a thermometer to take your temperature. We just want to make sure nobody's running a fever before they come in. Just try and take that precaution. And then you'll wear your mask back to the wellness center. And then once we get you situated, then you're free to, obviously you're not going to wear your mask in the sauna. And again, if you can be 6 feet away from people, then you don't, again, have to have your mask on as well. So that's the first thing we do when you first come in: sanitize, temperature, and then we get you to your space. Our space is very big, especially out in the gym. So we can really social distance you as you're working. We can have you in your space with your weights, and you don't really have to leave that space either. So we can keep you away from other people. Now, if you do come in with your family members, yeah, you can partner workout with them, or people you've been quarantining with, or like you with your boyfriend. Like if you two wanted to, we could put you in a partner workout. But we do have so much space out front that we feel that very confident in keeping you in a safe distance away from each other when you are in here working out. Also, our numbers we want to keep them small on purpose so we can keep things controlled and safe. And then, like you said, and you showed that picture, we have that big sprayer. So anything people touch, it stays out. We wipe it down before it is put away. So even if you pick it up a weight just to like be like, oh, is this the one I really want? As soon as you've touched it, you put it down, and we make sure it's sanitized before we put it away. Things are wiped down. Our trainer does a great job of that. He does a good job of making sure people are taking care of their spaces. And if not, we take care of it for them. And then we also have like a little an intern too, who's been doing a great job, who can follow people, not in their space, but like once they're done with a piece of equipment, he can then enter that space, wipe down, and make sure it gets put back where it belongs. So the weights were out, but also there's a, like you said, there's a method to it. It's organized, and things are put away eventually as well.
Yeah, it is such a crazy different world that we're used to, that we have to even be.
Should have been doing anything, but let's face it, that's not what was happening.
Definitely, yeah. But I think it's good to know so that people know that. So as far as the thing that I came for, I'm excited to tell everyone about and yell about, obviously the infrared sauna. So Alex had actually been really interested in coming to this. I came a couple weeks ago and I had done it myself. And, I think after talking to him, he is a doctor, so he knows some of the health advantages, cardiovascular benefits, and all those things that we spoke about too, that you can get into. So I think as on the medical side of things, there's obviously some really great benefits, but he had been a trained athlete and he was enjoying the sauna as a pre-workout. I think you might have mentioned that, and like the post-workout recovery and relaxation. Most people, I feel personally too, you do the sauna to sweat out maybe like a late night of drinking or all the toxins, but obviously so much more health benefits. We're not really out living our normal social crazy lives that maybe we were before. So, as far as this being like an infrared sauna and some of the different benefits, not only health, like we talked about, but some of the differences that this has, the screens and the Netflix and the vibrations. What are some things that are just unique about this one too?
So first of all, I want to say like the difference between.
I just wanted to pop this up too, because you're obviously explaining this to us when you go in. Like, definitely give your information that you did to us, and obviously you're in here. Alex and I, we went in together, so like we said, we promoted that couples can go in, but clearly to the right here, I'm sweating my butt off. Everybody can see my sweat. It's definitely a workout, and I just want you to highlight too. I wore my watch. You had said, "Hey, wear your Apple Watch and show us what's going on, and your heartbeat and your exercise goals." And I'll share that on social media so that everybody can see that I actually completed a workout just being in the sauna.
And they call that a passive cardio workout because of the way that it makes your heart rate raise. So it's not like you're not out running, but you can get the same effects, and it's called a passive cardio because you're sitting here in the heat. But yeah, that was a great intro, and we are super excited about we have a Sunlighten Impulse infrared sauna, and we actually got it right as everything shut down. So we had some time to play around with it ourselves, meaning my mom and dad, I should say that they are the business owners. We call ourselves Team Singer. My mom and dad are the bosses. I work for them. I'm a school teacher by day, but obviously we were closed with that. And then I've been taking on, this has been my kind of summer job and my project and what I've been spending a lot of time researching and looking at and doing myself. And then my sister, who lives in Tampa, actually does our nutrition stuff. So it's a whole family affair, but I did want to add that they are the actual bosses. I'm just their worker. But we got this. This was my dad's brainchild, and we just have loved it ever since. And what we love about it is the difference between like an infrared sauna and a sauna that you would see at like a gym or a spa is that those heat the air, which then heats the body externally. Infrared saunas, they actually heat your core temperature from the inside out. So you're heating your body from the inside out. And it's not tricking your body that you have a fever, but it's kind of similar to having a fever. So you actually produce white blood cells and T cells, which is great for boosting your immunity. And we need that now more than ever. The reason you burn calories is because your body's working so hard to cool itself down. So you're burning extra calories because your body's working hard to cool you down while the sauna is heating up that core body temperature. We have near, mid, and far infrared lights, and they all do something different. So
this I took a picture of. You want to? Yeah, that's perfect.
So because of those, they can actually, the company Sunlighten, and they have a ton of research, and they actually cite it on their website. So Sunlighten, if you want to do more research, definitely check out their website. Ton of information. But they've created the detox, relaxation, anti-aging, and they said they've made their own recipe, and then what they do is then they make it into a software. So, each one is a little bit different, and some are for different minutes, but they actually do different things. So, for detox, and I'm actually making this part up. I'm just picking one of them. It might be a little bit hotter at first, and they might be blasting you with them, and then cool it back down. But like I said, it's their own recipe to get you the results that you want. And
this one here times. Yeah, and I was going to say, I took a picture of the body armor. Okay, so this was running body armor. We wanted to, by the way, I love that your user is Big Papa.
And I was like, should we edit that out? That might be a little embarrassing.
No, I love it. But I picked body armor. Say big. I'm like big. Body armor I chose here, and I believe it's a 60-minute, and I got out, I think it was around 30. We could look at my watch and obviously show that I did about 30 minutes. But this is showing the temperature too. But I know that when Alex and I went in, and we had actually selected a different one. You're right. We spoke in the actual sauna that it hadn't gotten as hot quickly than the one that I chose, but it actually, I think it started to the cool air or something that was kind of going on stopped, and he noticed it. So there's definitely the different, like you said, obviously the different selections on those are doing different things there.
And with that temperature that you brought up, so also the saunas don't get as hot as the ones that I mentioned before. They're not as hot, but you also don't get the health benefits like you do. For example, when you're getting a good detoxing sweat, which is helping you get just the metals that you consume naturally from the environment. So you're getting that good, healthy detoxing sweat, even though it may not be as hot as a sauna that you've tried somewhere else. It also doesn't drain your energy. So when you get out, you actually feel like rejuvenated and like ready to take on whatever your next task is. So you get
I did.
Yeah, you get a great sweat. But you feel and you're hot. I mean, it's hot, especially some of the ones like body armor. It'll get your heart rate. It gets your heart rate up. But you also can like go do a workout after. So some people, Sunlighten will say this too. You can actually do the sauna pre-workout, and then it really gets your heart rate up. You're sweating, and then you can go ahead and do your workout after the sauna. So you could do it before or after and still reap the benefits of all of those things.
Right. Yeah. And for me, I'm not a runner. My dad's a runner. My sister has started running a couple years ago, and hopefully she'll be running again someday. But yeah, I'm not a runner. I played soccer. It was stop and go. So the distance thing isn't for me. But I like my bar classes and my yoga, my spin, and I like to do the bike outside. But this for me is something I really felt great after. Obviously, you could see the picture that I was sweating for sure. But to throw this in once a week, I think is definitely something that I'm interested in my routine. I don't know what other people do in their routines, but I definitely think for all the benefits that we were talking about.
And then also to add, because I know a lot of, especially women, I'll talk for myself particularly, but we're very concerned about how many calories we're burning. So I was doing some research, and I think like typically if you sat around for an hour and did nothing, like at your desk or whatever, I think you burn like for an hour, like 60, 70, maybe. And again, it'll depend on everybody's BMI and how many calories you burn, but it's like around 60. You can sit in the sauna because I've had most women that have their smart watches. I have them look, and it's up at close to 200.
Right.
People that have gone in 40, 45, 300. We had a gentleman burn for 40, 45 minutes. I think he was up at like 430 calories just sitting in the sauna. He sat in the sauna with his girlfriend and burned a bunch of calories and then went and worked out. Like, it's a good bang for your buck. You're also getting all those healing benefits too. But yeah, I know a lot of people, you can sit and burn calories. Who doesn't want to do that?
Right. Oh my gosh, yeah.
But gym that day, come get a good detoxing sweat and burn some calories.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I think with our routines are just so off these days with the shutdown and with everything that's going on. And I think it's something that people are looking to obviously introduce something potentially new that can fit into their routine where they can potentially multitask, like you said. But I know, like I said, I would totally see myself doing something weekly, every other week. But I know for myself, I got a little perturbed that my gym had been charging us back. I guess this was at the beginning of the shutdown, right? That we weren't necessarily using the gym, or they were closed or all that. They were still charging us. And then I know that once things opened up, they started charging us again. And I feel that I'm not using it because I personally don't feel the big environment there. I'm just not ready for that. But what necessarily is different about, we talked a little bit, we didn't really get on that whole contracts, but I know that people, I'm sure, would love to see what you're doing different too.
So what we're doing is, one, we're offering free trials for all of our stuff. So we want to get you in. We want you to enjoy the sauna experience. We want you to do the boots. We want you to do a free trial for workout. Anything we offer, free trial, get you in, see if you like it. And then we can go from there. But we understand that our world is super up in the air right now, and everything is a day by day. Like, I don't know what I'm doing for school. You know what I mean? Like, everything is, so nobody wants to sign a year contract. That's terrifying right now. So we actually don't make you sign a contract at all. Everything is month to month, from the fitness to the boots to the sauna. It's all month to month, and it's pay as you go kind of thing. Not as you go each session, but pay as you go each month. We're also running some really great promotions. We want it to be affordable for more people. Your health and wellness is important for everybody, not just certain people that can afford it. So our one promotion for our gym, again, because we want to encompass it all, is $160 for the month, but you get to work out 3 times with a coach in a small group. So it's personalized, not personal training, but you are being coached in that small, safe group. And so you can come 3 times a week. So that's 12 times for the month, and 4 additional sauna sessions that come with that. So for $160 a month, it breaks down to like $13 or something. I'm not great at math. Art's my thing.
No, me neither. It's okay. I'm an artist. I say I'm an artist, and so are you. So
that's right. But we think that we want everybody to have that opportunity and not feel like it's too far out of their price range. And again, we don't want anybody, because we know that it's super uncertain times right now too. So with the contracts, we're offering it as a month-to-month kind of thing. And
right, they don't have to sign the contract, but they don't have to do all of it. They can just do the sauna. So it's nice that you're able to allow them to do what they want to do, and it's obviously individualized in a sense too, like the fitness part of it that you had given us the tour, and that was really neat to see that people can do specific things that they just want to do. So awesome. Well, thanks again for yelling with me. I know we had yelled in person once you had given us the tour, and I think that if people are looking for something that's obviously safe, something is a unique wellness plan, you guys offer, it encompasses everything from the wellness, obviously performance wellness, and even nutrition and the recovery. But I'm definitely going to say, why not check out Level Up?
Come level up with us. We're a one-stop shop. The fitness, the recovery, the wellness, the nutrition.
And if you're drinking some wine like we are here, okay, you should be checking her out for sure.
Yes, check out my wine glasses.
Yes.
We are also connected to another small business, Urban Playground, which is a new parkour. Meaning they're in the back and we're in the front. So if you're parents and you have your kids, their big thing is getting people up and moving. Come up and move with us out front, or come get a sauna.
Level up.
Yeah, while your kids
while
your kids are in the back, come level up with us.
I love it. Hey, that's great marketing too. So, and I just think right now that we should really be supporting small businesses and local businesses, and I'm just really excited to have gotten the tour and done the sauna, obviously twice now, but definitely something that I'm going to do for myself, because I think it works for me. So I just want, before we get to all your social media and all that, so people can find you and get in contact with you, I took this picture while we were going out of the recovery room, and I wanted to see if you could explain it. And it says, forging your internal armor starts with your mindset. And those that are just going to be listening, obviously they can't see this, but maybe you could explain it just a little bit.
So we actually heard that term as we were listening during quarantine. You know, we were trying to do all our research in Sunlighten and all our products and what we wanted to, and someone just mentioned about like forging your internal armor. And that really resonated with us because, well, it starts within. First of all, I'm a big advocate for mental health. So mental health matters. So it starts with the inside. It starts with your mental game, and including like one-stop shop. My dad's brother is also a sports psychologist. So we can get you hooked up with a sports psychologist as well. He's wonderful. But that's a side note with that forging that internal armor, because we believe it's like mind, body, soul kind of thing. So it starts with the inside, and you have to get ready to kind of, especially this year, for lack of better terms, like you got to get ready to fight. But like your fighting can be taking care of your nutrition. There's so many things that are out of our control right now, but what we can control, things we put in the food that we eat, how much exercise we get, trying to get sleep, even though we're all stressed out and worried. Those things that we can control, and that would be your internal armor. Taking care of what you can control can help you kind of survive and thrive in our world, especially today, because it's a little uncertain and it's a little we'll go with uncertain. It's a little uncertain right now. So again, controlling those things we can, starting with your mind, and then, like I said, nutrition, your fitness, and your recovery, just your all-around wellness will help you be the best version of you and be ready to kind of take on anything. So in your day-to-day job, plus with your family, just help juggling it all. You got to start with you. That cliche, you got to fill your own cup before you can fill other people's cups. So
it's true. I know we've had conversations about that. So, and maybe we'll millennial another time.
Yeah.
Why not?
We can fill our cups and then fill our cups. So
Yes. Well, where can everybody get more information? You guys are obviously on social media. We're going to tag you. We're going to post all that stuff. But while they're listening,
so
what should they check
I
out?
really have taken control of getting people scheduled for the sauna and the recovery section. So you could actually send us a DM or look at our. I'm going to send you to. I always have to look because there's so many different pages. So I'm going to look down here so I give you the right.
That's okay. Yeah.
On Instagram,
that's okay.
we're at levelup.wellness, and then that'll take you to our webpage. We do have a webpage, which I can send you that information if you want to put that up. And then also we have our Facebook page too. And so sending us messages through there, and then I can get their information. You can send us a message via our website as well. Those are all great ways. If you're personal friends with me, just send me a message, send me a text, whatever. I'll get you in. All free trials. We just want to start seeing people take care of themselves and get back out there. I know it's scary. I know it's not for everybody, and that's okay. Take your time. Do what you feel comfortable with. But we will try and meet your needs and meet you where you're at. My cousin Laura just started. She hasn't worked out in probably 8 years. And we met her where she's at, and she's been back, and she's thriving, and it's great. So wherever you're at, whatever you're comfortable with, we want to adapt it for you. We want to get you in here. We want to see you forging your internal armor.
I love it. Yes. Awesome. Well, everyone, please visit all the social media, contact Jess, and we'll millennial with you soon. Thanks for whining with us. And
we don't serve wine in the in the sauna. I feel like I should say that. That's not really what we offer. That's because I'm yelling with you, Mel. But
yes,
something that's typical with the wine in the sauna. So
yes, this is a special treat, just for us. But yes, but check it out. And thanks, Jess, so much. And I, wish you guys the best of luck. And we'll wine again soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.